Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see Atlanta facing Los Angeles. So Atlanta will get the first possession. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Harden out there with Ingram. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Thompson. And it's Smith in at the 4. And the dunk by James.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And taken away by Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Shaq dishing to Abdul-Jabbar. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Smith. It's Harden with the drive. Again, the miss by Harden. On defense, Atlanta. 4-point game. Here's Shaq. McGrady kicks to Johnson. Back to McGrady. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. McGrady's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Got a piece of it. Smith outside. Will it go? And it's George finishing it off.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
Abdul-Jabbar. The shot from the low post is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got his first 2 points.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on James Harden. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Now, here's George. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Lobbed up there for Thompson. No good that time.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Ingram with the steal. It's Harden.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. .135 left here in the first quarter. And Walton kicks to Westbrook. Now the dish to Love. Harden grabs the miss. Atlanta trails by 8. Ingram passes to Thompson. Smith dishes to Ingram. From 8. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The kick out to Westbrook. Wade dishes to Love. Another miss by Love.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Smith. 17-foot shot on the way. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Westbrook kicks to Pierce. Here's Walton. And Walton throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
It's Westbrook with the drive. The shot's good from Love.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Smith outside. Back to George. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
What are you going to do defensively?
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Trevor Ariza out there with Clint Capella. And it's Green. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hill's checked in.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass?
Oh, goodness. Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Rodman kicks it over to Worthy. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Shaq is checked in for Wade. And it's Johnson in for Russell Westbrook. Hill passes to Rodman. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Knocked loose and stolen by Worthy. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Dennis Rodman. Here's Worthy. And Capella sends it back. Durant dishes to Ariza. Poked loose. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Worthy. That shot missing. Good D by Ariza.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Green kicks to Capella. Here's Ariza. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that
could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now, here is O'Neal. Los Angeles with another miss. Green kicks to Ariza. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Walton's checked in for Shaq. Pierce comes in for Worthy. And LeBron's subbed in for Grant Hill. So we can't get either to fall. Atlanta trails by 3. Hardaway, no good. Pierce kicks to McGrady. Good D by Hardaway. There's 1:47 left in the first half. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hardaway has got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Walton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. To the left wing. Launches it. Another 3 for Hardaway Jr. 9 points in the game so far.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Count it. And Atlanta has possession. From outside, off the mark. Here's McGrady. Good D by Ariza.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hardaway. The wide open look for Durant. That 3 off the mark. And stolen by Ariza. Pulls it from the elbow. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
For Los Angeles, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. And Los Angeles with some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Walton. Love comes in for James. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Tracy McGrady.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And guys, right now, the defense.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
A nice quarter for Hardaway. 9 points. And he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
LeBron James is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Johnson. And it's McGrady in at shooting guard. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
For Atlanta, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Back to Johnson. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Los Angeles, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Both good from the line that time. Here is Harden. Over to the wing. Ingram wide open. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Stolen by Magic. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. James with the ball. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Yes! And the foul. That's on Shaq.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Johnson feeds it to James. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 points in the game. Abdul-Jabbar's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. It's Harden with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. McGrady passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Josh Smith. For Los Angeles, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
So far in the game for Kareem, he has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
James Worthy's checked in for Los Angeles. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Hook shot on the way. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 11 points in the game.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Thompson. Plays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got his first basket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Back to Johnson. The tray. And that's collected by Smith.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Thompson throws it down.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Good work there as it goes. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Atlanta. And here's Los Angeles. Westbrook with it. Out to Wade. Shot from 6. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. That's 7 points for Kevin Love.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Parker sets the screen for Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that...
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Rodman comes in for Walton, and James subbed in for Pierce. Harden dishes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Thompson kicks it out to Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Atlanta leads by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Durant. Clint Capella is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Green in at the point guard. Back to Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Shaq's checked in for Los Angeles. McGrady comes in for Dwayne Wade. And that one's good. McGrady.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Absolutely, no question about it. I mean, this is a snug one.
And so they foul intentionally. So here's Westbrook. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Hook shot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, it didn't seem to be any danger of getting that shot blocked, guys, but he decided to go to the hook anyway.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's O'Neal. Again, Los Angeles.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Durant, no good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
McGrady kicks to Shaq. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And, Greg, we know how important every basket is, especially at this stage. And to me, that just looked like one of those inexcusable breakdowns.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
McGrady kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. The drive by LeBron. And Capella sends it back. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Hardaway in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Shaq. No good on that one. Good D by Ariza. To the wing on the left. Capella dishes to Ariza. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Green. It's stolen by McGrady. Johnson, the pass to McGrady. Kicks it out to Johnson. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The dish to O'Neal. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Outside, Green. A stupendous finish in traffic. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Clock at 6. Here is Harden. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Johnson. Here's Worthy. Second shot opportunity. Gets the bucket.
Just not enough body.